Hello. I think it's working now. Ole, there we go, there we go. Okay. So, what we have to do when we start Mastery Challenge, this new content that has been released for Valhalla today with update 1.5.1, what we have to do is basically go back to Ravensthorpe and go back to our Hildiran, that is the descendant of the Valkyrie Hildir, and we're gonna have to see if she can unlock some more shrines for us, and we can pick up where we left off with part 1.
What can you mean? It is one thing to look upon, but quite another to listen. It will sing to you, Wolf-Kissed. It will sing of treasure. You speak in riddles. Take it.
So as we can see, Hildiran is showing the Odin's Eye. That is this artifact that we found at the end of the first part of Mastery Challenge. Hello, Crafty! Welcome to the stream. Today, at last, we're testing Mastery Challenge part 2. We mentioned it yesterday in the stream. Here we are. And of course, as it is always the case, when I start any kind of new content, it's always super dark in Ravensthorpe, and it is today as well. So how nice. But yeah, so we get back our Odin's Eye Piece of Eden / artifact. We can see it's called, it's described as an astonishing item that sings when close to artifacts of the god. We're going to see why and how it does sing. So basically, we obtained the Odin's Eye item once again. Feels weird a bit because at the end of part 1, Eivor is absolutely not trusting Hildiran. And now Hildiran is just giving her the artifact back as nothing happened. But hello, Sri Venkatesh, welcome to the stream. Crafty, you already finished the main story. Yes, I did as well. I'm gonna try and not spoil it. We might have a look at the ending towards the end of the stream, if you guys are okay with having a look at it. Otherwise, we can also not do that if we want to avoid some spoilers today, because it's still a bit early. So yes, now we are traveling to the location that Hildiran told us about, and again at the end of the first part, we really had a grudge with Hildiran. Now we are trusting her, and we're also going where she is telling us to go, which seems pretty weird. But we are nonetheless, because that's how the story is going this time. Hello, Atef. Welcome to the stream. Not expecting a stream today. Yeah, we kind of mentioned yesterday that Mastery Challenge would have been available today, so we would have streamed it. Should have put a notice on the channel. I have to be honest. But yeah, we are indeed streaming Mastery Challenge today, the new content available here on Valhalla. So here we are. A lot more varied. Yes, I'm gonna say yes. There's 4 new sets of challenges. There's 3 available through the story, and then there's a 4th set that is made available at the end. And the story is telling us that next to the fortress of Dunwich, there is a location where the Odin's Eye artifact will resonate and make a sound. Sri is actually telling us it's below the fortress, and I should add it's on the back of the fortress. So, Sary, yeah, you can just go around and then go at the base, and we can try and find it. That is a way to go to get to the ground. Absolutely. So yes, let's go. So yeah, basically we're back being sort of like friends with Hildiran, and Eivor is now seeing that the Odin's Eye artifact is finding something. I think it's lower, but on the other side, like lower. Could be. It should be an entrance with some rocks that you have to blow up. Could be, yeah, close to here. There we go. This is. We can show on the map where it is. But basically, if you haven't already done the Mastery Challenges, you can get to the Dunwich Fortress on the coast of East Anglia. On the ground of the fortress, you can find this opening, and then you can enter the so-called Odin's Vault. That was actually mentioned in the first part of the Mastery Challenges, and we the first part of the Mastery Challenge actually mentioned that it was a compass to find the Odin's Vault and the Valkyrie armor that belonged to Hildur. And now we are in front of the entrance. You can see that there are all the first civilization architecture all around, but the entrance here is still rock, as it was the case for the Freya Shrine. And now we can try and open it and see what happens. You miss Sri Venkatesh. You are missing the original fall damage. Yes. Now, especially towards the end of, like, when you are in the end game phase, you always, since Origins, Odyssey, and also Valhalla, you can make any kind of jump and not die. So Hildiran has actually followed us, and we should remember from the first part of the Mastery Challenge that Hildiran cannot open these Isu doors. She needs Eivor to do that. But in order to open this one, the amulet that is now called Freya's amulet, so it seems like the amulet is belonging to Freya. Not gonna spoil how. It's mentioned at the end of the Mastery Challenge Part 2 mode. But yes, so now in order to open this second vault, let's call it vault, we need to power the amulet even more, as we did in part 1 of the Mastery Challenge, and thus we have to emerge, and you should hear, there should be sounds right now, and basically this is how the Odin's Eye is resonating with the Odin's Vault. I was honestly surprised with how fast-paced this content was. It depends on how much time you spend on the challenges themselves. I was very slow with the challenges. So now that you have done this, you can find the 3 locations. One is in the very lower part of England. Then we have one in the western part here. And there's one in the north here. So there's these 3 ones, which equal to each of these locations. We have 3 challenges, 1 stealth challenge, 1 combat challenge, and 1 archery challenge. So yeah, your strength is no match for Odin. Kinda funny. Yes. I'm gonna mention it already. This content, even towards the end, it has Eivor not recognizing that she is a descendant of Odin, not recognizing what the pieces of Eden are. So we are back to square one with that type of situation. And also it is pretty weird the way that Eivor recognizes what Hildebrand tells her about Hildur the Valkyrie from the ISO era, but she doesn't recognize and doesn't know anything about Odin from the ISO era, which is super, super weird. I reckon we're going to have a story analysis about this. It's not going to be a huge one because the story content here is not super long, but we're going to wait and see. So this is the first challenge that we can have. So let's see if Sary chooses combat. Okay, Sary has chosen combat. So as we can see, as usual, we have the scoring breakdown. So those are the limitations, and these are the items that we are provided with. And we need to have a lot of poison kills here, which means that the enemies need to die because of the poison and not because of the hits. I think this happens after Winchester, before going back to Norway. I don't know. I guess most of the free content should happen before the ending of the main game, but there's no contextualization there. So the loadout for this challenge, I tested it earlier. Basically, it's all oriented towards poison. So if you are hitting enemies with your weapons, you're going to cause the poison build-up. If you parry, you're going to cause the poison build-up, and then you have the ability, it's the lower the X ability that creates a poison cloud. So now we have to both parry and cause some poison kills. Sary is not faring amazingly, but yes, we're going to make it eventually. One of the good things here is that to progress with the story, you don't have to necessarily have to get gold medals in every challenge. You can get just the bronze ones, and the gold medals are there in order for you to obtain all the items in the shop, in Hildebrand's shop. So yes, you can use the weapon ability with X in order to create the poison cloud.
Sorry?
You can use the X ability in order to create a poison cloud. So yeah, what we have to do is basically go, and this is a combat trial, so we have to fight with all the enemies. Oh, Name, thank you so much for the donation. I didn't even see you joining us, so welcome to the stream. Thank you for the donation. That was very kind of you. Did Eivor say anything down the line of what a strange structure while entering Odin's vault? I don't recall the exact wording, but yes, she is surprised. Yes, she doesn't really believe what Hildebrand is telling her. At some point, she starts believing what Hildebrand tells her about her own ancestry, but I mean about Hildur's ancestry, Hildebrand's ancestry. But when Hildebrand tells her, "Hey, you are a descendant of Odin," it's pretty much straight. Like this is kind of a spoiler there, but I will complain and rant about this in the stream. So yes, we are back with that in the ending, especially. It feels like it's building up to Eivor actually recognizing who she is and who she has in her blood. And at the final moment, she says, "Nah, these are words of a drunkard or something." So, not amazing. Thank you, Wiser Student. Welcome to the stream. You guys, of course, you say you watched George's stream earlier. We usually stream much later. I hope he did a good stream. I saw that he enjoyed the challenges a lot. And in terms of stimulating the challenge, so like stimulating you to get better and to get good and to complete them. I believe that apart from some of the challenges, they are very, very hard, and if you make a misstep, you're not gonna get gold medal. I think that some of these, a good chunk of these, are feasible after a few tries, but not as bad as they were in part 1. I think they were streamlined a bit, so that's not too bad in my opinion. I'm just going to have this. Tailgate, wait, welcome to the stream. I'm just going to have this on the background. Have a good time, everyone. Thank you, Tailgate. Hope you are enjoying your time as well, if you are working or if you are doing other stuff while listening to us. It's so fun to see the various uses that you guys are doing of our streams, even to just listen to me rambling or watching the new content or whatnot. Hello, Sbal Beast, welcome to the stream. ACC, welcome to the stream. I hope now, after the new update, I will get the ability to move forward with Tira. If you're talking about fixes and issues and bugs with Dawn of Ragnarok, the patch notes that were released this morning included a ton of fixes for Dawn of Ragnarok. There were like 2 or 3 pages of fixes for Dawn of Ragnarok, so I hope that your specific issue is going to actually be fixed with the patch. The patch is ranging from 1 gigabyte to 12 gigabytes on PC. Earlier I played on Xbox Series X and it was 7 gigabytes. So depending on where you're playing, it could take some more time. But honestly, the challenges are pretty good to play. Depending, like if you really want to get gold medal, you need to be pitch perfect. Like all the enemies in this challenge, for example, they have to die because of the poison, not because of your hits. So you need to tread very carefully. So you need to bring their life down, but not too much, because if you hit them too frequently, they're gonna die. Like this one. This is the proper example. I was actually jinxing Sary's playthrough here. Crafting Ranger, they desperately need to make some post-launch content, acknowledge the ending, but I'm afraid it might only be for the last bit of content. Yes, I honestly, I was not absolutely sure, but I was there looking at the ending of Mastery Challenge Part 2, and I was like, are they actually doing this here? Are they actually making Eivor realize? Whoa! Good job, Sary! You got gold. I didn't. Congratulations! First try, gold. Yeah. Wow.
Because I'm poisonous. So.
Because you're a poisonous lady. Okay. I mean, this shows why I am doing the talking and she's doing the gaming here.
Not really, no.
I think it is. But yeah, I was there at the end of Mastery Challenge Part 2, and I was like, are they doing this? Are they actually having Eivor realizing who she is in a free content? And it was absolutely there, and then she's dismissing everything once again. So it was so bad looking at that. But in terms of gameplay, they are fun. I have to say, I think it was Crafting who mentioned earlier that they are more varied and differentiated between the challenges, so they're not all the same. Even if, in terms of archery, yes, we still have the hit the weak points and then do the headshots. In this case, Sary, you can use the arrow that can pierce walls, so you can hit the weak spots even beyond walls. But yeah, so there are some archery challenges that require you to hit the weak spots and then and then also get the headshots. So very much like the ones from part 1. But other than that, careful, Sary. I think you need to do poison kills here. So I'm not sure if you can parry and get them poisoned. But yeah, now your poison. Oh, that's good. So basically, we have the skill where if an enemy dies of poison, it creates a poison cloud around them. So it's easier to get them poisoned again. It seems like your arrows are poisonous, but I'm not super sure. Some of the mastery is definitely try and error plus learning the course. Yes, as a student, I would say especially the stealth ones. I would suggest not doing as I did, so like trying at the first trial, but you know, going in, learning the area, learning the path through which the enemies are moving, and then retry when you know the location and also the hiding spots, because the stealth challenges do require you to be incognito all the time. Otherwise, you're gonna lose a lot of points. I'll spot another riddle for the day. Want to listen to the riddle?
What?
There's another riddle today by Auspot, and it is, or Auspot. I failed to fulfill the desires of the beard one. I failed to obtain the eye at the residence of the 10th son of David. Who is this person? I failed to fulfill the desires of the beard one. I failed to obtain the eye at the residence of the 10th son of David. I don't know. Who is the bearded one? Oh yeah, okay, that's Altair. That's Altair. That's a reference to the temple in Jerusalem, and Altair failing to get the Apple of Eden, and thus at the temple, whose name I don't remember, of course, but yeah, at the start of AC1. Your team dynamic is a great vibe for these streams. Makes it engaging for gameplay and the chat. Thank you so much, as a student. We like the way you hear us talking is exactly the same as we usually behave in real life. So we're mocking each other most of the times. There are these lighting issues. Weird. I think it's only on PC because I didn't see them. Maybe it's only on our PC build. I think Eivor not recognizing Isu artifacts is part of her lore. Yes, like Eivor is a famous Viking warrior who led the conquest of Great Britain, and also she was very naive. And also she was naive to everything that came at her, and she was naive till her final moments. That's her profile. I'm a bit disappointed on how the Valkyrie armor looks like. It does not look bad, but I would have expected something more Isu-like. Yes, it should have been more Isu-like. I think that they very much decided to go like, hey, Valkyrie stuff, okay? There you go. It's a little bit better if you enhance it at Gunnar's shop, it's a bit more flashy, but there's no Isu reference in there. I think that the outfit that you get with Tombs of the Fallen is much more Isu-like without being in your face. This one is really not Isu-like at all, which is pretty weird. SimCivire, I still have to do the first Mastery Challenges. So I will try and have and let you guys know when we're treading spoiler territory. Like you have seen, there's like 10 minutes of story at the start, and then there's no story at all up until the ending. So we're going to do some of the challenges first, otherwise we cannot unlock the ending. So that's pretty much it. So we're not gonna spoil anything now other than the gameplay stuff. So that's it. And then you can buy a lava sword and a nice sickle. Like, that doesn't fit into the lore. Yes, all the rewards here are items that really don't fit with the lore, but at this point I'm not even surprised anymore. And like I said in the stream yesterday, yeah, it's not amazing, but if there are some items that are not really they're super magical that you can get in Eivor's time, it's not amazing, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, we have some bugs here. I'm not surprised that we get bugs with a new update. But yeah, like I said, I'm more I would complain more about story issues like Eivor not recognizing again who she is and what these temples and artifacts are. Pretty much. So there's documents in Hildiran's home. Yes, I saw them. There's 3 documents, and those are pretty important in understanding and contextualizing this. Actually, those documents take into consideration the Toba catastrophe, or Ragnarok as it is called there, and also the use of the 7th method by the Asgardian Isu. I'm not going to spoil them. We're going to maybe see them at the end of the stream. But those will be key in our analysis of this. So yes, if you have finished Mastery Challenge, I suggest you go in Hildiran's house. There are documents that were not there before, neither with part 1, and you can't find them unless you have finished part 2 as well. So, oh yeah, the answer was Altair. Yes. You two are very chill and fun to watch. Thank you, Atef. You're so kind. I don't know if you mentioned that already. I hope you recovered from the surgery you mentioned a few weeks ago. I hope you're doing well. Let's spoil everything. Yeah, well, I'm trying to discuss stuff without spoiling, and then towards the end, if I didn't make a mess with the save files, we can fast forward to the ending and have a look at it. Was it ever explained why Odin/Havi has a hidden blade? I would say yes and no. Odin and Havi in the mythological scenes has a hidden blade because that's Eivor projecting herself after drinking the potions. So Odin did not have a hidden blade. It was just Eivor seeing herself and projecting herself in the mythological scenes, or more practically, it was the devs adding that moveset, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to assassinate anyone in the mythological scenes, which wouldn't feel great in terms of gameplay. When the wolf beat on her neck when she was young, she suppressed her sage personality. Maybe that could be the reason Eivor not recognize these artifacts. That would be understandable. To me, it's not understandable when Eivor, through her life, so not when she was young, but through her life has now found what, 3 pieces of Eden, even more probably. She has found the artifact with Cassandra. She has found the first civilization tombs in Tombs of the Fallen. She has found Excalibur. She has found the Isu language in some documents. She has found Yggdrasil. She has fought Odin in her own mind. Depending on when these pieces of content are contextualized, that could change, but I can't see Eivor not being able to recognize what is happening after experiencing all of this. At least matching that. Like, hey, this kind of looks like something that I saw already. Like, I'm not... if she's so naive to never call those things artifacts or Isu or whatever, at least saying, hey, that's the same kind of stuff that I saw with Cassandra, or the same kind of stuff that I saw in that tomb in front of Ravensthor. I don't know, something like that. One thing I thought about earlier was that Valhalla seems like a strange choice to increase the fantasy elements so much from Odyssey when it's so much closer to the modern day. It would seem that the further back the game is, more forgotten stuff could be included. So how did you fare? Oh, you got silver. Well, that was good. I usually got either bronze or silver because I wanted to power through and didn't retry too many. Well, I mean, some of those I did retry a few times. Wiser student, I do agree in part. I think Darby McDevitt also mentioned in a recent interview that he personally felt like with the ancient games it felt more natural to delve into the mythology aspects of things. And I would agree to say, hey, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, and ancient Rome maybe would have been okay. Vikings is already... I mean, Vikings did have a huge mythology culture, so I guess. But I'm not sure. I wonder what they're going to do. Are they going to stay in the ancient history so that they can have more mythology stuff in there, even if people are complaining constantly, or what? Kid Q, welcome to the stream. Do you really want to play this? Depending. You need to be ready to retry some of the challenges. Some of them can be super satisfying if you can do them, but not... I mean, some of those, like this one, you might need to redo a few times. You could be spotted like this time, and you can redo it over and over again. In this case, instead of falling from the mid wall, you can try from the side, and you can go down almost towards the ground. Because as you saw, Sary did pretty much what I also did while playing. So you let yourself drop, but when you land, you make noise, and so the guard turns around and sees you. And in the stealth mastery challenges, you never have to be spotted. So that's it. Oh, good, Atef. I'm happy that you're doing well, and all the bad stuff is in the past, I hope. So good. And she outright holds an apple of Eden in Song of Glory. Yes, Atef, that's also true. And Song of Glory happens. You should try on this wall on the side, if you can go there.
Can go.
You can just climb back and let yourself... Okay, that was risky, but yes. Careful. But yes, in Song of Glory, which takes place before Valhalla's main story, Eivor already held a full apple of Eden in her hand. So that was a way to... Sary is not gonna try. You're not gonna try?
Another approach.
Okay. So yeah, not amazing the way in which they're trying. They are representing Eivor's relationship with the um, with the Isu stuff, especially considering she has the DNA of one of the most important Isu that we know of, at least in the Isu history that we know of. Even if this mastery stuff happens before the ending, then why doesn't Odin appear like he did with the Saga Stone? Yeah. Well, the easy explanation for that would be they can't create new, or they don't want to, or they might not have the budget to do such detailed cutscenes. So I would say that's why they're not having cutscenes with Odin. I would like to see a cutscene with Odin, at least if they're going to show why Eivor is going to Vinland eventually. That's for sure. Off-spot question. At the end of Valhalla, Sigurd used the Global Aurora Borealis device to trap Basim, so why didn't his consciousness transfer to the Grey? That's a great question. First of all, I'm not sure that that specific pedestal was connected to... I don't know. Honestly, it's a good question. I would say that my headcanon is that Sigurd, being Tyr's sage, where Tyr has taken control of him, mostly, he knows what to do with the device without transferring his conscience in the Yggdrasil machine, and nor in the Grand Temple machinery, in the Yggdrasil Temple machinery. So he's an Isu right there. Like, he's a sage being controlled by Tyr's mind, and so my headcanon is that that's why he's not transferring his conscience in there. So who were the Egyptian Isu? The North African, yeah, the Egyptian Isu, based on that comment by Darby McDevitt on Reddit, they should be the Muspels that we have seen in the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC. We don't know who they might be in terms of Egyptian mythology. I'm gonna go on and say that Surtur could be like Amun or Ra, or Amun Ra. But other than that, I wouldn't be able to draw any comparisons because Dawn of Ragnarok didn't really help with that. That's for sure. Wow, that's close. Careful, because you need to steal the key from him. So guys, when you're getting to this specific part, you can follow the guy, and he will stop eventually. Careful that he doesn't see you. He will stop now, so you can get the key and then go back with yes. Careful. Not there. No, you're not hiding there. Sary is much better than me. I would have freaked out absolutely there, and he would have spotted me. You're so good. Wow. The only time I've ever seen Eivor recognize an Isu location is when she enters the Excalibur cave after the main story. Yeah, she says something like, I don't remember that, but yeah, she kind of says something like, this is a place of power or something like that on right. Careful. Ooh, that was good. I was absolutely spotted more than once here. Need to go. I think maybe he did upload, maybe he communicated with Desmond the reader, and then he re-downloaded it to his body. If he did, he was very fast. Like, he turned the device off just by placing the hand on the big glowing sphere, and that was it. So if he did that, he was very fast, and that is very much justified. Like, the Isu could do stuff like that. there's, I think it's, I'm not sure. There was a road here. I don't recall. It should be on the left here. Might be mistaken. I'm talking about Sigurd. Yes, yes. Sigurd, like wiser student mentioned. Yeah, Sary is good. I would have freaked out so many times. But yeah, Sigurd was a sage for the... That was close. You can run away and hide. You don't have to... You need to stay non-lethal, so careful. Should be here. Isn't there a road here? Can you go up? No? Man. I remember there was a road somewhere up here, no? Then you have to go back, I guess. Maybe it's left and then right here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think you can hide here and then hope that they don't see you. Yeah. The moment you said she's good, she was spotted. But it is kind of difficult in this Mastery Challenge, especially in the stealth ones, because the color palette is always the same. It's like you didn't have to kill him.
Sorry.
I mean, okay. At this point, you can assassinate all of them.
Yeah.
You can even set traps. You can do whatever. But yes, so for those who are tuning in right now, we are actually testing Mastery Challenge Part 2. This is part of the new update for Valhalla that was added today. That's called Update 1.5.1, which contains Mastery Challenge, like I said. But not only that, it contains a lot of fixes for Dawn of Ragnarok and support for the Ostara Festival. That we're going to stream on Thursday as well, because there's going to be supposedly some new rewards. So there's that as well. So yeah, no, as far as I know, no additional gameplay features. But Mastery Challenge is already some chewy content. Like you have a lot to chew here, especially if you want to obtain all the gold medals. So not make any kind of mistake. So not being either me or Sary, basically. They require a lot of concentration and also you knowing the exact path that you want to take. On one of the corners here, there should be a chest. At this point, you can assassinate all the guards. So, Nessuno, hi, welcome to the stream. Can I say that I am... Nessuno means nobody in English, in Italian. So can I say, did I say hi to nobody? Did I say hi to Nessuno? It's like Odysseus' dilemma. I think Basim was potentially just auto-uploaded when Sigurd trapped him. Yes, well, for Basim it's different in that you do see that he's picked up by one of the branches sorry, of the Yggdrasil device. So the moment a person, an Isu or a human is hooked up to the device, their conscience is transferred there immediately. Yeah, there is a road that goes up. It should be there on the right. So yeah, basically, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, it's easier to understand Basim being uploaded to the Grey because you see that he is actually hooked to the Yggdrasil device. Thoughts on the game in general? Welcome to the stream, Nate. It's very difficult to have thought. You can go straight, but you might be spotted. Thoughts in general, I would say that Valhalla is a good game. The main game is a good compromise for hardcore fans and casual fans. You can find mythology in there. You can find history. You can find assassins and Templars ish. A lot of First Civilization content. A lot of combat and gameplay. Stealth is there, and now it's working. I'm gonna say good game, as SimSivar said. You can have fun with it. While the post-launch content of the game, it wasn't amazing. Mastery Challenge is pretty good in that you can absolutely test your skills in the game. It can be frustrating at times, but yes. I think you can just take the prison. Well, I mean, you can kill them.
You need to go and get the chest.
Oh yeah, there was a chest that you left behind, I think. That's exactly what I was thinking regarding the device. What you're saying right now, yeah. There's a bit of a delay, but yes. Yeah, it's much easier with Basim because it's well, kind of like in your face. Like he's hooked as Sigurd was hooked and as Eivor was hooked before him. So that's how it goes. Since there are Asgardian ISO artifacts and ruins in Britain, did the Asgardians control Britain and Europe? I'm not sure about Europe. I would say definitely Britain. Because we have Odin's vault, we have Odin's prisons, the Odin runes on the walls, the Odin's Eye artifact. I mean, it's pretty clear that Odin had a lot of fun times in modern day Britain. And we know that it's been sort of like confirmed that Asgard is located in modern day Svalbard in Norway. So we could imagine that the Asgardian ISO at least control the territory between Norway and and Great Britain. We don't know about Central Europe, how much they controlled, because that's where the Greco-Roman ISO had their own territory. So that would be it. That would be my answer.
Have to do it again.
Oh yeah, you need to do that again because if you don't get at least a bronze for every trial, you cannot get the ending. So that's sadly you need to get at least the bronze badge at the end of each trial.
I hate stealth.
You hate
Stealth.
I love stealth, but I also F up quite a bit while playing. Fun but long. What were you referring to the challenge or to something else? Name? I have a counter argument. Tyr knew how to use the device, but Sigurd did not. I think Tyr had influenced Sigurd like 10%. Sigurd wasn't completely Tyr. Yeah, I guess that's depending on how we understand the characters. Yeah, surely Tyr did not have full control of Sigurd, because Sigurd throughout the entire game he says he's having visions and memories. He knows a bit of what is happening, so he's more controlled, or like has more a bigger knowledge about the Isu than Eivor has, and lesser self-consciousness compared to Basim for sure. So yeah, you could say that maybe he didn't know what. Yeah. Shall I try it? No.
Go away.
We just move on? Okay. Let's move on.
Come back later.
Yeah, we can come back later. Just a white guy, welcome to the stream. All the videos about the fight moves in this game don't show the ones when you light attack. I usually do a lot of light attacks in combat. I usually go with light, and heavy in my standard combos, especially when fighting with the hammer. I go like that. There is one of the combat challenges. Hey, you need to start it. No. There is one of the combat challenges where you are using the Gaybolg spear that sends like thunders and paralyzes enemies after you hit them 3 times, and so in there you need to use a lot of light attacks. So you're gonna have to test your light attacks in the Mastery Challenges for sure. The Celtic Isu probably controlled some of Britain too, since they had a barracks under Stonehenge. Yes. Yes. So, like, the database does mention that there is a pantheon of Celtic Isu that is different from the Norse ones. I guess that at some point, yes, the Celtic Isu had some part of Great Britain. I would say that it was contended in a way between the Asgardian and the Celtic/Irish ones. I would also say that there are some huge comparisons between the Celtic and Irish pantheons and the Norse ones. We did a few videos last year about that. They are considered separated within AC, at least until they retcon this. But yeah. Tyr definitely had greater sway over Sigurd than Odin over Eivor, and less than Loki over Basim, yes. Different levels of bleeding effect, yes. Piotr, welcome to the stream. Hello, I completed 2 shrines with all gold medals, and I have only 1 shrine to complete with all gold medals. Congratulations, you're very good. The only tiny issue with that is that there is a 4th shrine. So you're on a good you're on the proper path, but you still have to get a few more gold medals. You're still much better than we are, so congratulations, you're pretty good. The Swedes also worship the Aesir gods in real life, so I'm guessing the Aesir controlled also the Scandinavian countries in AC. Could be. It could be. I don't think that we'll ever know for sure until they, I don't know, they make a scene or like a DLC or a cutscene in the ISO era, and they show something like a map or something like that. That would be cool, actually. Stream again, yes. Hello, Jetin. Welcome to the stream. We should have mentioned that earlier, but we didn't know what time we could have been. We couldn't been live, but here we are, and we will probably be live also on Thursday to play the Ostara Festival and have like a some good chat again. Britain was Celtic until Romano Briton influence, so that makes sense. Yes, I think Basim was trapped there because he has no authority in the Yggdrasil device. Odin, Freya, Tyr, etc. have administrator on the device. Yeah, that could be. Oh, fun but long was referred to the game. Okay, that makes sense. I was saying something. It makes sense that Basim could not have any admin power over the Yggdrasil device, but also considering that Tyr turned it off, I guess that you cannot turn it on from the inside or something like that. It's like a switch. +2 artifacts we found in England were connected to the Celtic Isu, yes. Like the shield. The Morrigan shield. Actually, the Morihan shield. Once Basim gets stuck in Yggdrasil, he has no reason to leave. Yeah, that's also... I mean, once Basim is trapped in the Yggdrasil, he cannot even move up until 2012. So from the 9th century AD up until 2012, Basim is in that sort of like death and life state where he cannot do anything. He's there in a stasis. And then in 2012, when Desmond touches the pedestal and reactivates the Isu lattice, like this sort of like wireless network that connects all the temples, then at that moment the Yggdrasil device is reactivated, and thus Basim can force the calculations and make it so that all that release of energy has an impact on the Earth's magnetic field, which is about to cause another catastrophe on the Earth. But then Layla comes to save the day, pretty much. I just use claw dagger thing, and the cope is stun lock the fools and unlimited health. What if the Vanir are Celtic Isu? Could be. After all, they had that war that is connected to the Norse mythology, the Aesir and the Vanir. Because they are very close, it could be that the Celtic Isu could be the Vanir. That would explain why they are close. Your local beer, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Pretty sure it is implied that Sigurd shot Yggdrasil down, and that was why Basim wasn't able to leave. Yes. Yeah, it was... I was mentioning that earlier, yeah. Sigurd shuts off the Yggdrasil device up until 2012, when it's turned on again by Desmond. And in that moment, Basim comes back to life within the Grey, but cannot be released into the world because his body is absolutely decayed while staying there, because his body has stayed there for what, almost 1,600 years or something. So no, it's, well, it's less. It's 1,100 years. Okay, we're there. Okay, I got it. So he needed to have Layla get there with the staff so that he could drop exactly on the staff and then cure himself while his body was super decayed. So that was pretty much the case. I also really like the Morehan shield. I always use it when I can. It's very nice looking, especially when you want to have like the looks of an Isu. If you're using the item set from the Tombs of the Fallen activity or the Night Isu set or whatever, that shield is proper. The Vanir being the Celtic Isu could be interesting because of the overlap between Freya, the Morehan, and Odin, the Dagda. Yes, exactly. And also because they are very close in terms like in terms of AC lore. We know that the Asgardian Isu had a foothold on Britain, and the Celtic Isu also had a foothold in over modern day Great Britain. So it would make sense that they had a war and then they created like a single coalition spearheaded by Odin. Hello George, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hello, it will be the last part of the Mastery Challenge. Yes. Oh, Steam Sivar, you're going. Thank you for joining us. Join us next Thursday if you'd like. We're going to stream the Ostara Festival. Otherwise, it was nice to have you today as well. And George, yes, in order to answer you, yes, this is the second and final part of the Mastery Challenge mode. Careful. Okay. Of the it concludes the story. It completes the story of the Mastery Challenge without fully completing the story of the Tombs of the Fallen activity, which I would imagine will be completed. Hello, Dom. Goodbye, Dom. He says, "What about Connor Kenway?" And so, goodbye, Dom. There's no room in the chat for anyone saying Connor Kenway. Nice to see you, Tom. It's always amazing to have you in the chat here. So yeah. I guess it's just so you can... Okay, yes. Celts weren't singular culture, so there's massive differences between what Irish and Scots believe and what the Galatians believe. Wonder if they'll go back to where things split off from the original Proto-Indo-European mythology. I think that the only Proto-Indo-European thing that they did was the Isu language. Other than that, I'm not sure. I mean, they could do a lot of stuff. I would prefer them to tie what they have open at the moment before opening up more stuff. Yeah, I know, you had to do it. It's kinda your thing. And almost everyone else's thing when they want to message me online and just make me mad. Make me go mad. So that absolutely makes sense. So how are you faring with this one? Pretty okay?
Trying my best.
I think you have the ability when you can create the fire cloud. It's the X one. I think it's hidden by a huge head here, but it should be around here. Here there should be the ability. It was either that or Beluga Bayek. Yeah, that's Beluga Bayek is an inner reference that we had when we organized some of the activities for Gamescom 2017. That was Origins year, and we were organizing with Dom and the community team the community dinner. And I don't remember how Beluga Bayek came around. I remember that we there was this inner joke about belugas. Oh yeah, there was a post on the subreddit at some point about belugas or something like that.
It was like a contest of something.
Sorry?
It was a contest of something.
Yeah, there was a contest. Oh, there was an art contest and it had a beluga like Bayek or something, and so we had fun with that. And it was like the entirety of that summer we had jokes like that. I would love to see some Mesoamerican setting in a future AC project. There are a lot of cultures and mythologies, like a game set during the Mayan classical era or during the Toltec Empire. I would love to see that. I think we mentioned in the last stream, I think it was yesterday or last week, that there's a lot of stuff that could be threaded, like that could appear in AC from America without going necessarily to the US. So Mexico and South America in general, there's a lot of potential for the culture there and the history there that could be explored in AC for sure. Mastery challenges are the worst thing they have created. I would beg to differ. I think that the stone cairns are worse than the Mastery Challenge, and the river raids are probably more boring than the stone cairns. So Mastery Challenges are better, I would say. They can be frustrating, not as frustrating as the stone cairns, but the mastery challenges can be rewarding. Like if you can make it, it feels very satisfying to complete and get the gold medal. Like before, when Sary got the gold medal, we were celebrating like with screaming all around. So yeah, Mesoamerica would be super cool. I agree. We got bits and bobs here and there, some references to the Mayan culture. In Project Legacy back in 2010, there were some memories taking place, not during the Mesoamerican period. I mean, kind of. No, that was much later. Like there were like the Conquistadores invasion. We had there was Tenochtitlan as a location, which was pretty cool. Careful, you'll die. If you parry, I think you can get some life back. Oh, okay, your life is back. So yeah, there was that in terms of Mayan culture and people, and then there was the Mayan armor in AC4 Black Flag, and there is a series of comics taking place in the Aztec Empire, I think, where the main character is a almost there. When the main character was an Aztec lady that had to deliver messages across the empire, which was pretty cool. I want an AC with Valis Eltradat, the Romanian assassin from Revelations. Ha! I do remember him. It was a very peculiar name, I remember. It got stuck to my mind as well. Also love that you picked older cultures because people just mention Aztecs so often, but I prefer to go older, and we have a few games around Aztec timeline already. Yes, indeed. Khaled, welcome to the stream. Maybe the story of the Isu would build the observable... Oh, the observatory. That would be cool, yes. It would be nice to see why the Isu wanted to have like this huge observatory location that had even, you know, places to sit so that an entire audience could see what the observed person was doing. So it would be nice to know what was the original purpose of the observatory. Like, all the Isu were okay with being controlled by everyone because there were a lot of vials with Isu DNA in there. So were they okay to be surveilled like that? Charlotte had her Incan ancestor. Or sorry, Kila was Incan. Sorry, I said it. She was Aztec, but I was mistaken. You're super well versed in the in the transmedia, Tef. Good job. Yeah, the Aztecs, in my opinion, are way too brutal. But what they really would be cool. It would be play in the classical era. Teotihuacan could be a cool Order of the Ancient replacement. Yes, I agree. Seeing some of those cities would be very cool to see in AC, especially because that's a those are locations and cultures that have been touched upon but never really explored in a main piece of content. Croton, welcome to the stream. Is the ending worth it? The ending is something. I would say that we as fans have come to expect a lot. So I would say is not worth it. If you're expecting some major revelations, you're not going to see them. But there are some... there's some wrap-up of like the Mastery Challenge story about Hildiran and Hildur, the Valkyries and Odin and Freya. That part of the story is wrapped up. So, in that perspective, it is worth it. But if you're expecting some big connections to the main game story, no, there's nothing like that. It's a self-concluding story in a way. Maybe the Mesoamerican Isu didn't care too much for the war and just wanted to keep tabs on allies. Who knows? They wanted to keep tabs on everyone. What we know for sure is that Aita, the Isu Aita, knew about the observatory because his sages like Black Barth did know about the observatory and how to find it. So Aita, in his own life, he was also, I think, one of the designers of the observatory. I think it was mentioned somewhere that he's also a designer of the observatory. Originally thought the observatory was an Isu structure, but I'm wondering if it wasn't just Aita's, that the dialogue might have covered that. Could be. Maybe it was a structure predating the Isu that we know. At this point, now we have the more ancient Isu, so why not at this point? Almost. Good. Come on, Sary. Yeah, there's still some issues with the aiming. I think it was in this specific challenge. While playing on Xbox Series X, I found some issues. Like I was aiming at a guard, and the camera shifted to another guard, and I was hit, and I missed the moment a few times. What a waste. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the main story to be tied, the Mastery Challenge ending to be tied to the overarching story. At this point, we have seen that the post-launch content is a thing of its own. Only Dawn of Ragnarok is tied to the ending of the main game. We're going to probably see, if the rumors actually prove to be true, that the continuation of the Tombs of the Fallen activity will be tied to Siege of Paris. Or at least we'll explain why Rollo wasn't there, even though historically he was there. Whatever. I think the issue being around for more than 1 or 2 generations is cool. To be honest, it makes their technological advancement more realistic. Yes, I agree. I wasn't complaining about that. Actually, it's called a civilization, and it's a civilization that has lived for 2,400 years ish. So it absolutely makes sense that there were different versions of the Isu civilization through time, as it was the case for every people that we have in the world. Like the Italians now are different from the Romans, and are different from the Italians in the Renaissance. The English people now are different from the English people in the Industrial Revolution, and even during the Roman times. So of course, a civilization evolves, and it makes sense that there were different. There was an evolving history to the first civilization as well. I'm playing Elden Ring, and even that has better stealth than current ACs. I would say it's gotten better after Dawn of Ragnarok. Actually, after patch 1.5.0, before Dawn of Ragnarok. Sure, after playing 2 years of Valhalla, the system is still pretty much the same, of course. So we're gonna have to see if they explore something more in the next games. Does Elden Ring actually have stealth though? I didn't know about that. I think part 2 of the Tombs of the Fallen may come next month along with the Armory. I think they may want to rush the rest of the content out to make way for Rift. Yeah, that very much depends on what they are going to do with the announcement of Rift. Will it be around June, like the same time as it was the case for E3, or will it be later? Because, yeah, sure, I don't think that Ubisoft wants to overlap the announcements for Valhalla's Year 2 and Rift at the same time. So I think it's probably best to wrap up Year 2 and then announce Rift, if Rift actually turns out to be true. I bet if Tombs of the Fallen does explain anything about Rollo, it will be about a goofy one-liner that will piss everyone off. If it is, as it was mentioned in Andy Reload's videos, yes, it might be a one-liner. Something like, "Oh, that's why I didn't find you in Francia," or something like that. Which, even if that's like a reference to like cover the plot hole, it still wouldn't explain why Rollo was not in Francia. But then again, we're gonna see if they're actually going to do something like that. You can crouch in tall grass, they are telling us. But Atef is saying that you can crouch in tall grass. But I think you're trying to go for the weak points. I usually prefer to, like, Sary is having a different approach than myself. I usually get to close quarters with the enemies, so it's easier for me to get the weak points, and then you dodge back, so you slow time, and then you in this case you have the ability like where the Raven actually attacks the enemy, so you can also do that. But yeah, can't wait for live action. What do you mean live action? Like the TV series, the Netflix series, the live action Netflix TV series? By the way, welcome to the stream, EB. It's nice to see you. Twin Ranks of WOT, welcome to the stream. Oh, maybe it was you earlier. I didn't welcome you. Elden Ring has the crouching and bush stealth, and also stealth is increased at nighttime. I always wonder why they didn't do that. I mean, there are some perks to some of the items that makes you slightly less noisy. Yeah, good job. In Valhalla, but I don't think that it has like a huge impact on stealth in general. I hope we get a cool cinematic trailer for Rift, so I can have a new high-res Basim icon. I think a TEF... I mean, let's hope for a cinematic trailer. I was about to say, well, if Rift is a... not a spin-off, but a smaller scale game, as it was the case for Rogue, then we might not necessarily get a CGI trailer. But actually, Rogue did have a very brief CGI trailer, so maybe, just maybe, we could actually get... Go. Good job. We might actually get a CGI trailer for the for Rift as well. Yeah, he's talking about Elden Ring. Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry, you were when you said you can crouch in tall grass. You were talking about Elden Ring. Okay, now I got it. Sorry, sorry, I didn't get that. Honestly, this was a good batch of content. A part of people don't play the stealth in this game, and it gives you a reason to. I agree. There are tough challenges, the stealth ones, but they are pretty rewarding in my opinion. I always play stealth, and now that stealth works, it's nice to have some challenge with some specific reward based on my playstyle, because usually most of the post-launch content has been oriented towards fighting and towards combat. So yeah. EB, you have platinumed every AC game. Yeah, wow. I don't think I've platinumed any AC game. I don't usually play for the achievements, so I mean, platinuming all of them must take a long time. So congrats. Dom, I'll never forget the Rogue trailer. It was playing on the Gamescom main stage all day long. Yeah. I still have in the back of my mind the music of that trailer with Shay getting close to the assassin before shooting at him. And I also remember seeing at Gamescom, what was it, 2014, the Horizon trailer for Assassin's Creed Unity going over and over and over and over and over again on the screen as well. AC Chronicles was fun because it was different, maybe not the best decisions since it was split in 3, but Xiao Jun became one of my favorite assassins. Chronicles had, to me, had the quality of, like, visually it was amazing. Like, it was pretty poetic, and especially China had some very amazing visuals, and also the styles of Chronicles Russia was amazing. Even that game, the requirements to get gold, or like, what was this gold, like assassin gold or stealth gold in there, you could not make any mistake to get there, and I wasn't able to do that. So either I am complaining about all the AC games when they have like difficulty requirements, or I'm bad at playing and I should get good. Maybe that's more like it. Stealth still doesn't work. I wouldn't say that. I mean, it doesn't work maybe as we would like. We would like to see more of it. I would say that compared to how it was in 2020 when the game released, it's much better. I've had some issues in the stealth challenges, or not in the main game, where some of the guards could see me through walls. It wasn't amazing, but other than that, it was pretty okay in the game. Does the mastery points actually affect anything? The mastery points, as in the ones in the skill tree, I'm gonna say super slightly, in that yes, you raise your skills and your power level, well, not the power level but the stats, marginally, but at the same time, if you have level scaling on, that means that those marginal inputs, those marginal changes are going to be countered by the level scaling system. So I think that the mastery points have a better effect if you remove the level scaling, so much so that maybe at some point you'll be able to one-shot kill everyone. Honestly, since I've replayed the game at the start of the year, the stealth does work way better, especially during the city arcs. I would like to replay the city arcs now with the stealth, as it is, as it was meant to work, and as it is improved now. So yeah. Do you think AC Infinity will fail? It's too early. I don't even know what AC Infinity will be. I can't know. I can't even imagine if it's going to fail or not. If we don't really know what it is about. Like, we have a very vague idea of what kind of content could be presented in there, but really, we don't know anything about Infinity as of now. So we're going to have to see how the content is going to be presented and which fans it's going to be aimed at. We're going to see. It's going to take some time. I think it's too early. Also, the Odin Mine stealth challenge has traumatized me. Yeah, that was pretty tough. I loved it, honestly. I liked all the stealth challenges. This one is pretty interesting, actually.
I hate them.
Sorry?
I hate them.
You hate it. You hate the stealth challenges, of course. You do love the archery challenges, why I hate them. So we have a good balance. And we both hate the combat ones, so that's it. Free opal, baby. Yes, there's going to be 50 opals. I'm not sure if they're already available in the Ubisoft Connect platform, but there's 50 opals. There should be made available either with the festival on Thursday, or they might be available already right now. So you can get something else at Red Store should you want that. So yeah. So when I tried this Mastery Challenge the first time, I read indirect kill on targets, and I went for indirect kills on anyone. Instead, when it says indirect kills on targets, it means the highlighted enemies, so the ones with the green arrows. So you need to assassinate all the enemies save from the targets, whom you have to kill through the use of additional different methods. Like you can use, you can freeze some animals, or you can have like stuff drop from the leverages, and you can, or even, I'm not sure if you can put them on fire. I don't think that counts as indirect kill. But yeah. This is a very interesting stealth. I do like the stealth mastery challenges when they allow you to actually assassinate, because otherwise going non-lethal, as we saw earlier, means that I don't think there are, I'm not sure, were they any are there any non-lethal takedowns in Valhalla? I don't think there are. There were in Odyssey, Origins. I'm not sure if they are in here as well. Can you unequip the hitter blade? I don't think so. Just claim them right now. So the Ubisoft, the free opal is already available. Oh, they didn't spot you. Finally beat Raven Challenge. Can confirm in-app right now. Okay. 5 out of 9 gold. BS Holmes. I suggest you complete the challenge, the story of the Mastery Challenge. You will find out that it's not 5 out of 9. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Is this the last update for the Mastery Challenge? Hello, XXX Plane 12. Yes, this is part 2 of the Mastery Challenge. This is one of the stealth challenges. It's available today, as you might have seen on our social media, and you can. It's available for free through by downloading update 1.5.1 that is available today. So if you are interested in this kind of content, there are a lot of stealth challenges, combat challenges, and also archery challenges, as it was the case for part 1. You will find a lot to chew on for sure. So we're seeing that Sary is pretty much clearing the higher level of this fort. There's a guard here on the tower. And you can, actually, you have to assassinate all the enemies save for the targets here. So it is pretty satisfying to just clear out the fort in a proper way while trying not to be spotted by all the guards. And we are clocking in at 1 hour and a half. So in 15 minutes we could go to the final part of the Mastery Challenge. Would you guys be interested in seeing the final part with the final scene? and the final boss battle of the Mastery Challenge Part 2. Let me know in the chat, because if you don't want spoilers, we can avoid showing that. But if you'd like to have a taste of that and see what is the boss fight at the end, and it's a good job, Sary. It's organized in 3 phases, so it will require some time for us to complete it. So if you'd like, if you are okay with it, we can show you in 10 minutes or so. We can show you the final part of the second part of Mastery Challenge. I hope that Rift continues the modern day storyline, but then it doesn't make much sense why he would see his own memories. Something that would make sense if someone else is the modern day protagonist, but I still doubt they will do that. Exactly. That's why I'm worried, or at least I don't expect a lot of modern day to happen in there, unless it's someone else watching the memories, or unless Basim needs to go in the memories because he has forgotten some kind of detail about his youth. Yes, please show us the final part of this. Pencil, welcome to the stream. Okay, then in 10 minutes we're going to try and see if I didn't mess up with the save files, because now I kind of promised it, and then we'll see that I messed up with the files and nothing actually, and we can't show you anything. So okay, so we're gonna try and complete this challenge, and then we can move on to the final part of the Mastery Challenge. Are you waiting for the target to go underneath you? I think it's on the higher level now. No. Does it count as an indirect kill if you throw
Who knows?
the barrel at them? It's underneath here, or no? Yes. Oh, you dropped it. Okay. I think Basim looking at his own memories would be funny. I would like to see his jokes about how he was young and inexperienced as an early assassin or apprentice or whatever. I think Basim is gonna be an anti-Desmond, so he destroys the world instead of saving it. I think that Basim is more like a mysterious character. Like he is very much oriented towards his family, and he might still be into the assassins. We don't know whether he's honest or not when he is saying, so these Templars, are we still fighting them? Let me meet William Miles. Is he really intent on bringing the fight to the Templars? Or is he actually just trying to find his family once again and just use the Assassins and Templars for that? William may just want to see how Basim figured out he was a sage. He was a sage? If he does that, though, he can't save his children. That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't see Basim destroying the world. Basim was doing all the Earth magnetic field thing only because he needed that in order to have Layla in the Yggdrasil temple to get the staff. But I don't think that Basim / Loki is one that wants to see the world burn. He wouldn't be able to do his trickster stuff. Darby described him as believing in the creed, but being a very selfish assassin, and I like the characterization for him. I agree with that. If he believes in the creed, I think that was mentioned by Darby in the Let's Talk Assassin's Creed interview. So the guy is not moving anymore. So yeah, I do believe that if they are continuing with that portrayal, that means that Basim still is an assassin or hidden one at his core, even if he's pretty selfish. So we might still see that and see Basim as a proper assassin believing in the creed in Rift, even in the modern day, maybe. Tef, I don't think Basim is truly a villain, more just a very Machiavellian type. Yes, it's more like a character that has a lot of sides to him than a villain. Like, he is presented as a villain for sure. He endangered the entire world in order to be reunited with his loved one. That's... Careful, you're gonna get spotted if you stay here. Or not, will you? I'm not sure. How significant to Loki are Basim's beliefs? I get a pretty selfish vibe from Loki. That's a good question, because the Basim that we see here is very much Loki controlling Basim 100%. So, well, that's a good question, because like Basim might be a proper assassin, but does Loki even care about the assassins? Maybe Basim would, but if Loki has taken over fully, that is of no relevance. Oh, welcome back, Simsivar. Nice to see you're back. We still have half an hour of stream. Throw! Let's see if he dies at least. Will he die? He did not die. Ouch.
Do I have to go to the final part?
Yeah, I think that we can move on to the ending. So guys, we're gonna exit the trial here. We're not actually going to, we're going to see the ending, but actually we're going to see the final part of the Mastery Challenge when we open the Odin's Vault, and then we have a boss battle. So words of advice, this is spoiler content, so if you'd like to play it for yourself, I don't know how much you care about this kind of content, but we're going to show it right now. If the save file is there, so let's see if it's there. So this is, it should be that one.
This one?
It should be either this one or the try this one. Could be. Who knows, really. Did I prepare this afternoon? Yes. Do I remember anything about it? No, of course not. Secondo te Hildiran potrebbe essere una specie di saggio? Radon Hagedon 17 asks, do you think that Hildiran could be some kind of sage? Try and see the map. I'm gonna answer in a few. Where does it tell to go? No, this is already completed, it seems. So it is. We don't have it anymore? We can't find the ending, really? Let try and see the quest. Oh no. The quest is empty. But I thought I had saved. Oh no, I think it's saved over the cloud save. I would have to go back. Let's see if we have other cloud saves, but I don't think we have any close ones. Too bad. This is a 361. This is not enough.
No.
That one, 358, is the one that we were having now. So these ones also not good. I'm sorry guys, I can't show you the ending. I guess that when I finished the Mastery Challenges, it wrote over the save file. So I guess we can go back to the challenges, or like do some of those. Not this one. This one. This is one of the old ones, I think. Yeah, we. No, I don't want to spoil it without showing the cutscene. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. We cannot show you the ending here. This is one of the. You can go back to your old save file. Let's see. Maybe we can power through the various challenges. You just need to find the ones where you were playing, and maybe we can get to the end. I'm sorry guys, I really thought we had saved it. I think we checked it also, but apparently that's not the case.
I disapprove you.
Of course you disapprove of me. So let me just see. We need 5 medals yet. Okay. Try and get just the bronze ones. Because, like I mentioned earlier, you can just get the bronze ones without... Like, you can just power through here, assassinate all the enemies, and that's it. Even if you're getting spotted, just go. Just go with the flow. Let's try and do the final 5 challenges and see if we have enough time to do all of this.
We all hate you in this moment.
I know, guys, you all hate me in this moment. Hello, Skata, welcome to the stream. These things are bugged. What do you mean?
No, it's Marco's fault. This is not a bug.
No. He's talking about the challenges in general,
sorry.
I think. But yeah, you can think that it's like the bugs in the game are my fault. I mean, at this point. The last 3 challenges. Come on, BS Holmes. You can do it. He's just gonna go on a goose chase to find all of Loki's kids. That's what the ending of Valhalla's main game seems to imply. Good job, good job. Run away. You were spotted.
No.
And then what did you do? Yes, you were spotted. It's fine. You just need to assassinate them. You just need to make 500 points. If you can be spotted again at this point. Just don't kill the target like that. Don't kill the target. These are like huge points, so the targets you should try and get the direct kills. So like try and look up if there's something. No. Come on, you can assassinate all of them. Didn't we agree yesterday that bugs are... all right. Yeah, we established that the bugs are for you and the reloads. Yes, that is true. You can run away, it's fine at this point. You can free the animals that can attack him. Or you can kill the guards first.
I can do it on people.
Sorry. I was just trying to help. Maybe Basim sees himself as Loki and the two work together. I would say that Basim is not in control right now. As if he wasn't really in control even in the 9th century AD. I think if we get more mythology, we'll be visiting Hel in Helheim and Jormungandr, who resides below Niflheim at the bottom of the War Tree. Yes. I don't know if that's going to happen. Good job, Sary. Go, 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 go. Yes. Come on, bears. You can do it. You can do it as well. They're going to shoot you. You guys will be so mad after, well, if you're talking about the ending, I've seen it already. I'm pretty mad. Mostly about Eivor not recognizing who she is once again. Well, we're going to try and see if we can get to that. So please, Kata, please be vague. If you want to mention that in the chat, I would suggest you not doing it or try and be super vague about it. The Basim Loki thing reminds me a lot of Johnny and V in Cyberpunk. I haven't played the game yet. Is it similar? I personally think we're going to get a second mythological expansion that focuses on Ragnarok itself. I hope not. But yeah, it could happen. But again, I hope not. But yeah, it could happen. But let's not have it. Yeah, good job, Sary. That's how you do it. Whoa. Okay. I just replayed Tomb Raider Underworld, so I'm fully brushed up on Norse mythology. There's Norse mythology in there as well? Wow. Recent games did delve a lot into the Norse mythology. Like God of War, of course. Okay. Okay. Johnny's digital construct gets downloaded into V, and they have to figure that out. Oh, okay. Then yeah, it is kind of similar. Go, 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 Sary. Go, 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 go. Put dinosaurs in the next AC Caveman. I don't think they're gonna do that. Plus, if they're going to do Caveman, they're going to probably do ESO era rather than Caveman. Assassin's Creed Primal. No, let's not do that. Yes, no. Is Far Cry just first person AC? I would say no, please. There's a lot of shooting in Far Cry. That's not AC. But yeah, I mean, can I try some of this? Sary doesn't really like the stealth stuff. Let me.
Then you put me a lot of pressure.
Did I?
Finish.
Oh no, me? I would never put pressure on you. Nah, not me. I mean, if we can't manage, we're going to. I'm preparing also a video that can show you the entire story of the Mastery Challenge. So if we can't make it today, it's fine. Oh, they're still seeing me. Okay. That's pretty complicated then. Especially if Eivor falls. Okay. Alright. Eivor, please. Can you cooperate? Come on. You should go somewhere that is useful. Yeah, this is taking too much time. I don't think we can manage to get to the ending. Yeah. Let's just continue playing and that is it. Yeah, no pressure, just love. Thank you, wiser student. Always very kind. Only 2 left. So close. Come on, VS Holmes, you can make it. So who's playing at the moment? It was me for a moment, because Sary doesn't really like the stealth sequences. And also...
It's not that I don't like them, but if I have to do it...
Okay. Okay, then just take them easy, and I'm sorry if I put any pressure. I didn't mean to. I mean, I kind of meant to, but... Kage, welcome to the stream. No, you're not too late. We got this. We are trying to do the Mastery Challenge Pack 2 missions. We're trying to get to the end. Probably we're not gonna be able to, because we're gonna wrap up in 10 to 15 minutes ish. So we're probably not gonna be able to do that. Oh, that was good. Good job, Sary. Just luck. Never know which bugs we're gonna get. Go buggy soft. I did find not a lot, but like some stealth sequences where the enemies actually saw me through walls, and I really didn't enjoy that. It would be funny if you would do the co-pilot controller mode. Is that in Valhalla? Like a co-pilot or like a double controller? I don't think there's anything like that in Valhalla. Oh, that works on Xbox. Okay. Whoa, good job. You just need 100 points. Go bear, go bear. Come on, bear. That was the wrong target. Yeah, the 2006-2008 Tomb Raider games related all mythologies back to a single ancient race that ruled Atlantis. It kind of reminds me of something. But, I mean, that was 2006 to 2008. So I guess that was before AC. So Kage, how so nice to see you again. How was the day? And how was the day and the Easter weekend for you guys? Did you have fun? Did you eat a lot? Are these the last ones remaining? No? Almost. Come on, Sary. Okay, that was not really what you expected to do. So much of the Eastern mythology is just repurposed Atlantis mythology, I agree. Well, yeah, kinda, yes. Oh, the other guy came there. We didn't really celebrate it. What? What did we have to celebrate?
Easter. Yes,
Oh, Easter. You didn't celebrate it. Okay. In our case, like I mentioned yesterday, we celebrated by eating a lot. Families tend to create like these huge lunches and dinners, and you tend to need an entire week to recover after that. So that's very much what we did over Saturday and Sunday. But luckily we're back here creating some content. And we're going to create more content in the coming days. I'm planning 2 videos for Mastery Challenges. One will be about the actual story, what it is about, and an analysis about it. An AC with guns would be a nightmare. Probably, yes. Yeah. Let's just kill all the targets. Did we get there? No. All right, no problem. I ate so much chocolate. Sary is saying same. What did you say?
That's a very difficult period of the year.
How can you not eat chocolate during Easter in some countries like Italy?
I should share your pictures of the egg.
No. But yeah, like the tradition in our house is to get the Easter egg, and instead of breaking it like normal people, we get it like over my head and then crashes over my head, and then everyone in the family can benefit from the chocolate, right? So that's what we do. Kill all the guards on Saint Challenge. Still timer won't stop. Restarted the game multiple times. Oh yeah, the guards with the timer. I hated that challenge. But like you need to know how to use that. You need to use the Rise of the Valkyries ability in that challenge, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's using your head. Yes, that's a proper way to use your head to break Easter eggs. Not sure if I should laugh or cry. Yeah, I mean, about the bugs, it's fine. I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of Ubisoft's game. BS Holmes, you're very good. Only one challenge left that you have to get the gold medal, the gold badge. You are so very good.
You're also patient.
Who's patient?
Them.
With them
No,
instead of
they
you.
are very patient.
Oh yeah, you are very patient if you're able to get gold in every challenge. We got gold in one challenge, and when I played myself this afternoon, I got gold in 0 challenges, I think, or 1, probably 1. I got 1.
Let's do something I like.
Yeah, this is the challenge where you have to hit the weak points and then have the simultaneous kills with the ability. Sary doesn't like it anymore. I mean, you can just use the ability. And you don't have to pressure yourself. It's not like I am pressuring you, so. Alright. Let's move on. And we are... You need to hit the weak points first, and then you can simultaneously kill them. Hmm?
Not my bow.
Oh, the bow, yeah. Kazekage. Me and my cousins, along with the rest of my family, just ate a lot of food during Easter, and then I played Minecraft with my younger cousins. It was sweet and wholesome. I can only imagine. That was, I'm sure that was amazing. Good job, Sary. Come on. It was a nice time to have some fun. You need to hold the ability, keep pointing at them when it's activated. You need to activate it and then point. Keep the... Okay. Keep pointing. No, you don't have to release it. Now you can't anymore. Sary, for you, it has to work immediately, otherwise you don't have patience. The Mastery Challenges are not made for you. Not at all. It's fine. Fudge, yeah, gold on timer 1. Okay. Alright, let's just finish this one. Or let's... Okay, Sary says, no, let's not finish this one. Alright, I think that on that note, because we cannot finish the Mastery Challenge, I think I will just tell you we're gonna share the entire story on the channel tomorrow, probably, so as to give everyone time at least to enjoy it on their own. So you can find that And yes, as Crafty Granger mentioned, there's a cutscene after you buy all the armor from Hildiran's shop. So consider that at the end of the Mastery Challenges, there's some secret cutscenes and also some secret documents that you can find. We're going to show all of those in our videos, probably tomorrow. So on that note, I think we can wrap the stream up. It was so nice to test the feature with you guys, the new game mode, Mastery Challenge. It was pretty cool to see the various situations. We couldn't show you the rewards just yet because you need to get to the end and to get some of the items before. To get some of the gold medals or at least silver medals in order to get some of the items. But yes, there are some weapons that you can find in Hildiran's shop along with the Valkyrie armor that you can get at the end of the Mastery Challenge mode. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to join us in our next stream, we're going to stream on Thursday. Probably at the same time, 8 p.m. or maybe earlier, depending on when we can. We're going to stream the Ostara Festival. We're going to talk about Easter, even if it's a bit too late. And we're going to try and see if we can get some of the rewards from the Ostara Festival. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us throughout the entire stream today. It was so nice to see you. Enjoy the rest of the day or evening wherever you are. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in our next stream or video. Bye.